Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. So, don't lose your head. Let's talk about it. Hello, everybody. This is Vontina. Welcome to Hang Out with Me Friday. Today is January 31st, 2025. And welcome to Season 3, Episode 3. I am so glad you're here to be with me. I have quite a few things to talk about today. But first of all, commercial break. I have new products in the store, so give it a check out. I put new boxes in the store, so check it out, see what's going on. And then don't forget the craft table. So when you go to my website, In My Hands Handmade Crafts, give it a few seconds and a flyout will come. Please give your name and your email, and you will be on the email list to receive the newsletter, The Craft Table with Vontina. It is a weekly blog that I send out, and I would love for you to be a subscriber. Also, the So Confident Academy, One Stitch at a Time, it is open. It is a course that I put together. It is 3 modules and 3 lessons under each module. And then at the end, you also have a project and some bonus material to help you. And when you do sign up and leave your email, you will immediately get access to a 10% off coupon that you're able to use in the store. Okay. So let's talk about trends and businesses right now. So I was reading in the business newsletter. It's called Current, and it talks about businesses and spending habits that people have. So in that article, it was talking about the J.C. Penney stores. They will be closing more stores. Um, Eventually, there will be no more J.C. Penney's. So they're going to close more stores. And also, there was an article about Joann's fabrics. So more Joann fabrics are going to close. They're anticipating that they are not going to survive this second bankruptcy. So if you have any gift cards that you got over the Christmas holiday or you've been holding on to, I would advise you to use them now. Don't hold on them for any longer. If you do not have if your Joann's has closed that is near you, please go online because you can use them there. But use those gift cards because more Joann stores are closing. And so I am anticipating that there won't be any. Now, all of my Joann stores, they have already closed. They closed last year. I had only had one, and that was in Easton, Maryland. So it's gone. And I would have to drive almost 2 hours to get to the one in Dover, which is not going to happen. So I mostly do order online if I need something from Joann. So if you got gift cards, let's use them right now. So what else is happening out there? Well, I know you've been watching the news, and it is it's a lot. A lot is going on. And so for me, because I am a civil service employee, federal employee, public service, whatever the terminology you want to give. And so we are being bombarded every single day with all kind of emails, and it is nerve wracking because it, it's like because my system stays on, I don't shut down, and so you could hear the bings. And so when you get up in the morning to go on to do your work, it is flooded with emails. So we receive close to 2 or 3 emails a day trying to get us to resign. And so at this point, we just delete them. We don't even open them to read them. And so we, all of us have collectively came together, because this is the one thing that I do know. People who are not in the government, you do not know all of the rules and regulations that go on. We have to follow a lot of rules and regulations when we are doing something. And mind you, those rules and regulations that we have to follow, they came from Congress. And so we have to follow all of that. And so with this paper or email or whatever you want to call it, that is asking us to resign, if any of you are federal, public service, civil service, are out and you listen to me, please do not do that. Do not resign, because when you resign, you are not going to get your benefits. So, if you are close to retiring, let's say you already have the age and you already have the years, then set your date. Set your date. If you want to retire in September or June, July, September, the end of this year, set your date. Put your paperwork in and go ahead and retire. So you need to sit down with your family, or if you're like me, I am single. So you need to sit down with yourself then, and you lay out your roadmap of what do you need? How much money do you need to run your household? And you just need to look at everything that is in front of you right now and say, hey, I think I can make it. I think I can do this. Because there is no need for you to, because either way, they're going to figure out a way to get us out. And so I am saying, don't make it easy for them. Do not sign that paper. Do not reply to that email. Do not make it easy. What you need to, if you are a union member, or how you know if you are eligible for the union is look at your SF50, and on block 37, which is called the bargaining unit status, it will be a 3591. That means that you are eligible and you're under the collective bargaining agreement. So there are two unions in the federal government. One is called the American Federation of Government Employees. They are the biggest union. They have over 800,000 employees. Okay. Then the next one is called the National Treasury Employees Union, and they have like 150,000. So that is the union that I'm under. It's called NETU. So on your SF50 block 37, it will have it is called the bargaining unit status. And there should be some numbers in there. If your numbers are 888, then no, you are not under the collective bargaining for the union. If your number is 3591, then yes, you are. Okay. So for in NTEU, we received a letter, and then also later that letter was backed up by our department head, and meaning from the secretary's office. So because we have a 5-year collective bargaining agreement, we don't have to do anything. So our union is telling us, hey, do not send an email. Do not resign. You're under a collective bargaining agreement. And we also do not have to return to work. So we keep the same status that we already have. Some of us are telework and some of us are remote. And so, because we are under a collective bargaining agreement, we just stay where we are until our agreement comes back up for renewal. And then those decisions will be made. So please check to see what your status is. And also, I know people are like really upset because you're home now and you are on administrative leave. Okay. Your agency can place you somewhere. They can put you in another department, or they can put you on what is it called? Detail. Because in the letter that came out, and it's at OPM, you log on to opm.gov and then scroll down towards the bottom, in the third column it says latest notices. So find that email, I'm sorry, that memo that's in there, and it gave directions to your department heads of other things that they can do. They can place you in another department, or they can put you on detail. So if they have not done that for you, then that's saying to me that they don't want you back. Honestly, my agency, I believe, was able to do that for some of their employee for under that office that closed. Okay. The next thing, if you do nothing, which I would not resign, that much I do know. So you need to take that out of your brain right now. Dismiss that. Do not resign, because your benefits are at stake here. And so if you get RIF, reduction in force, please go to OPM and read the directions of what a reduction in force is. And also, you can maneuver through this whole entire thing. Um, yeah, you can maneuver through it. So, but with going out with that, I do believe you get to take your benefits with you, and that is the main thing, is your benefits or some benefits or something. And then with a RIF, you can actually come back in to the federal government. Okay. And you can find all of that at USA Jobs. Just search for, it's called Career Transition Program. And it has the directions under there of what a RIF is, and how to come fold back into the government for that. Okay. The information is there. You at this point, you are going to have to start looking for something for yourself. You cannot sit at home and waddle around and crying and complaining and being mad and angry, and you're not doing something for yourself. So you are going to need to get online, go to these places, and find out, how do I navigate through all of this? How do I navigate? And as I said before, you should be also looking for a job. Start looking in your state and your county government. Okay. And when I say your county, not just the county that you live in, but what are all the counties that are around you? And so if you don't know, then you go to the website and then you put where you're located at, and then you ask a Google to what are all of the counties that are in a 25 radius of where I am. They will find, it will show you all of your counties. And then why not apply to them? Okay, apply to each one of them. And the cities, because all of these places have some type of government office. Okay. And then of course apply to your state. um I don't know where what are possibilities that you are located. So I'm in Maryland. So DC isn't, I mean, not DC, I'm sorry, Delaware is not far from me. And I am it's only about maybe 20 minutes, or 25 minutes. I am to the Delaware line. It says, hey, welcome to Delaware. So that's, I have Maryland and I have Delaware that I could apply to. If I go the other way, I have Virginia, which isn't far either. And it says, hey, there's my line. Welcome to Virginia. Right. And I think that's more like 45 minutes away. So, welcome to Virginia. So, you have states that are really close to you, some of you that maybe, in a couple, maybe 25 to 30 minutes, you're at that state, the new state line that says, hey, welcome to whatever that next state is. So, look at all of your options, look into it. You may not want to do it, but guess what? do it anyway. Just get all of your options out. Don't I know you're upset. I know you're trying to figure out and navigate what to do, but there are things that you can do to prepare yourself. Now, when we look at this, what is it? I don't even know what the thing is. There is no money that they can give you. Okay, let's just make this plain with this resignation that they want us to take. There is no money that they can give you. Congress holds the purse strings of all monies that flow out of government, and it is allocated to these programs. Okay, it's allocated to the programs. You can't just flippantly do all of this stuff. Now, mind you, if you have forgotten, we are on a continuing resolution until March the 14th. Now, at this point, not trying to say it will happen. I hope that it doesn't. But the way things are going right now and the way things are flowing right now, I do believe that we all need to um, get things together, because I do believe we are going to go on a furlough. So now let's look at this. You sign that paper to resign, right? We go on a furlough. What money are you going to get? Because when we were on furloughs before, you did not get paid. Okay, you got that last paycheck or whatever, and that was it. And then they say, oh, until September the 30th. You they th- we have not had a clean budget since Bush Jr. was in office. We have been doing continuing resolutions ever since then. And it might be before him, but I can only remember um, him. And we have not had a clean budget yet. And we just consistently keep going down, down these roads and all this kind of crazy. So do not sign. I just cannot repeat this enough. Please do not sign that resignation letter. So now, okay, we're gonna go on a furlough. There's a possibility that they may riff you. Okay, then that's what happens. But do not forget, you also have the resources for unemployment, because you were RIF, your job let you go, and you can get unemployment. And there is nothing wrong with getting unemployment. And I know quite a few of you that are out there, you are so proud that you won't do that, because you're like, oh, I don't want to be like some of those people. It's not about being like some of those people. It is about you worked, you paid into, or your job paid into that unemployment insurance. So now you're at a point where you need to exercise that insurance, and it is something that will help you in your household to bridge the gap with other monies that you have. Okay, so when we went on that, when this administration was in the first time, remember that 35-day furlough that we were on? Well, it was in December, and I will never forget it, because in the previous conversations, we do know that this administration loves to be in the news. They love speaking in front of the camera. And so in that conversation, there was a comment that was made that was very smart. It says, oh, I don't care if they shut the government down for 60 days. Immediately, I knew that's where we were going. I knew it. And so at 11:59, the government was shut down. I went into my office, my home office. I went into my home office. I turned my computer on, my personal computer, and guess what I did? I applied for unemployment. My mother heard me in there hitting keys. She's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, applying for unemployment because we are just furloughed." And I said, and I believe it's gonna, a comment was made that they didn't care if the government shut down for 60 days. And of course, that comment came from the acting administration head at that time. I applied. I went through the process. I within a couple of within that week, I got information from the unemployment office telling me what my benefits would be and all of that, and any other things that I needed to do. They sent my little booklet. Then I got my debit card, and I was set. Got my first check. And so, what I needed to do, because again, this was to bridge the gap for me. So, I took that amount that I got from unemployment. And then, because I have an emergency fund, and I hope a lot of you do have an emergency fund because you're going to need your emergency fund. So, then I took the difference from my emergency fund and put with my unemployment, and I was able to make my bills like nothing ever happened. So when January, the new year came in and no one got a paycheck in January, that's when everybody, I guess it kicked in that, hey, this is for real. And so I got a call from my office, from my supervisor at that time. And she said, hi, Vontina. They're going to open the campus up, and so they set the library up. They're going to open the campus up so that they can help you with your unemployment insurance and the paperwork that you're going to need. Well, the reason why I applied in December, because I knew it was going to be hard in January, because January starts a new claim of you're in a new quarter. So I was still in the fourth quarter when I applied in December. So I didn't need to do it. And I said to her, oh, well, thank you. I don't need to do that because I already applied for my unemployment last year. And it was very hard for those people who waited until the new year to do that. So don't, I'm just sharing with you the steps that I went through when we went on furlough the first time, or the second or third time, for 35 days. So I know a lot of you are, you're frightened and everything like that because of what is happening to all of us. But please keep your head on. Don't lose your head. Don't do something drastically where you cut your nose off of your face. Do not do that. We are bombarded every day with these emails that sound threatening and all of that. You just delete the email, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and carry on with your day until your office, wherever you are, until you get something from your upper management, who is really your boss. Until you get something from upper management, do not do anything hasty. Wait until, if you are going to be RIF, then wait until you get the RIF notice, because with that comes, you will be able to come back into the government. And then what I would suggest to you, because again, let's be strategic in this, you already know the agencies that are not affected by all this crazy that's going on right now, right? You already know those agencies that are not effective. And any of us that have been in the government for a long length of time, you know the Department of Defense is the biggest agency in all of the agencies that we have. And they have billions of dollars, okay? They have always been the biggest. So when you decide to come back in, then guess what? You apply to those bigger agencies that were not affected, right? When you look at DOD as a whole, they have tons and tons of jobs. So I'm just saying, be strategic, look at everything, and do not sign that paper to say that you resign from the federal government. You do not want to do that. Do not cut off your nose from your face. Okay? Don't do it. And I just want to wish all of us that we are going to all get through this. And let me keep reminding you, there is no money for them to give you. There is none. We're on a continuing resolution. There is no money, and the money comes from Congress. Congress has not given them any money or any authority to even do what they're doing. So let's not forget. I want to give you a scenario. And I'm staying on here a little long today because this is so serious. Because I've had people at my office call me, and I am like baffled. And I'm thinking, you have more years of service than me, and you don't know anything. Where have you been all of this long time? So let's just use this as a scenario. Okay, so you by chance, you know, being crazy, and you send an email and you say, yes, I accept, I want to resign. Okay. So then after they get all the all the people of resigning, you are not going to get any money. So let's not forget who put this email together to start with, okay? And then what you need to do is ask all those people over at Twitter what happened to them. That's all I'm going to say, all right? And you can find that information online in YouTube, and you will find those people and they will tell you what happened to them. So let's not forget that. So let's just keep in context who we're talking about here, all right? And so now that you've said that you are going to do that, and mind you, there is a new memo out to the department heads that say so today at 5 p.m. all the department heads had to send in to the person that is collecting this data, all of the people that accepted this fake buyout. That's what I'm calling it. It's a fake buyout. Accepted this fake buyout. That was today at 5 o'clock. So all the department heads had to send that over. Okay. So it's not going well, guys. It is not going well. Um, they're not getting the numbers that they thought that they were going to get. That is why we are being bombarded with email after email after email. Okay, so let's just say you did that. Um, Oh, okay. So I have okay, thank you. The basement colder. Was it colder, harder? Boy trolls. Yahtzee, thank you. He said nice. Thank you so much for that. Um, so let's just say you do something and you accept this, right? Now you don't get any money because there is no money. Okay, let's just clear this job up. No money. And then they come back around because they're sneaky. And I don't know why. In my heart, I just believe they're trying to see how many people they get to take this fake buyout. And then they're going to turn around. And then Congress has to give OPM permission to offer a Vera, which is a real buyout. Congress has to give them permission. Okay. And then Congress gives permission, and then now you do it the right way, do the buyout the right way, which it should have been done in the beginning. I'm not saying that I have any insight that any of that is going to happen, but based on what we're being taken through and based on all of the insanity that they're trying to do to us, I just would not be surprised that they would do that to do that. And so just do okay. uh Anyway, I'm getting little trolls, but you know what? Uh, Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. And that's all you say to people that like trolling you. You just say thank you, right? And that's what it is. You just say thank you. And so that is what I have, guys. Please do not sign that paper. I just can't say it enough. Senators are telling you on the other side of the aisle the same thing. There's a lot of information out there telling you not to do that. Let them do it the right way. Okay. Um, let them do it the right way, not you resigning. If they want you to leave, There are rules in place, there are guidelines in place for them to do it the right way. Okay? And know your rules. Know every, about your job. Um, so do not resign from your job. Let them riff you off, put you in the riff, give you your official paper and everything. And then that way, should you choose later down the line to come back into the government, you can do that. Wait until you get direction from your upper management of what to do, because it'll come down from the secretary's office of what you should do next. Now, if you are like myself, you're ready to retire, then you need to go ahead and do that. I had already planned to retire, so I have 2 months and 29 days, and I will be going out. So do that. But either way, the main thing is that you walk away with your benefits if you're ready to retire, and the other way, you can come back in if you choose to. So I want to thank you, everybody, for everything and hanging in here with me for till the end. Thank you, YouTubers. I truly appreciate you. So YouTubers, I need you to come on over. Those of you who follow me, I need you to come on over to YouTube. I am weaning myself away from Facebook. I'm still going to keep my Facebook and everything, but I do want to wean people over to YouTube. And so I don't want to forget. So, American Sewing Guild, Eastern Shore Sewists, we will be meeting on February the 19th at 10 a.m. So if you're in the area, please stop by and see us. And also, guess what? Because I love what I do, and in 2 months and 29 days, I will be able to do what I love to do consistently. I don't have to get up early to go to work. So 2 months and 29 days, I will be doing um, a huge, huge thing when I retire, and sending back my equipment and all of those things. And so, because I love what I do, and this is so true for me, I am so grateful I get to do what I love. Bye, everybody. Be good. Have a fabulous weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me.